up, Wedding Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime Nerdigan review is going to be for Youkai Apato no Yuuga Nichijou Season 1, Episode 5, titled A Place to Call Home. And this episode did some things that I was hoping was going to be in the previous episode. Like, so there was some narration. The narration at the beginning was supposed to be in last week's episode. Also, what was the other stuff with Kage? That was supposed to be in the last episode as well. But you know what? It's okay. At least they're getting mentioned here. And then, for those that were curious, this is chapter 8 in the manga, by the way, that's being adapted. And the Takanaka stuff that's from last week was in this chapter as well. And I'm sorry I did not mention it, so I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it. So, hold on a second. There was one part skipped, I believe. As I thought, it wasn't a dream. The days I spent in the apartment, those people and creatures, even now they still exist, was skipped. And it wasn't middle management. It was Saito's popular, the most popular middle-aged man among the female co-workers. And he's called Golden Hair Sato. Sorry, Sato, not Saito. It's Golden Hair Sato, not Silver Hair. So what the fuck, anime? Maybe it was just the subtitles being stupid or what, but it's supposed to be Golden Hair Sato. There was this part that was skipped too. The wife and the kids weren't mentioned at all. But it's his wife and children who are actually his spiritual friends who gather the attention of his colleagues and superiors. That's right. I made it such that my wife is not that beautiful a woman so that people won't always want to see her. Was skipped. But I did like the for the most part, the rest of like Sato's explanation. Like, Kakaguri, you could take a page out of Youkai Apato no Yuuga Nichijou's book. They know. They did a good job with the explanation. This part was skipped. Well, I can't become a human being, but it's interesting. I could see the different people in different places. There are also bad people out there, right? It's the same even in the spiritual world. Wherever it is, there'll always be the good and bad. And I wish that was mentioned, that would have been said here, because that is an extremely true statement. There will never be, wherever you go, there's always going to be a good and bad, good and evil, light and dark. It's just always going to be there. That's just how it is. You can't have one without the other. This part was skipped as well, and I really wish, again, this part would have been here, was people change along with the generations, but change is not that bad as well. Even I change up till now. If I couldn't, I wouldn't survive in the office. I could use a smartphone and an iPad now. Indeed, this generation has become rather unpleasant, but even so, it's not the end, you know. Some of that was there, but it was mostly skipped. Now, this was on the fault of the writing staff, because the animation was there, but it was skipped, for the most part. What's with you calling me out so suddenly? I'm hungry, so I need you to treat me. What the heck? That's it? That was, skipped. Now, I understand why this part was skipped. Was, because they didn't show the heist stuff, from the previous chapter. Was, when we met during the New Year, you didn't look that good. Thought something happened between you and your roommates. Yeah, that sort of thing, did happen as well. So I understand why that part was skipped. What Heist said about having an opinion based, figuring out, your own opinion and shit is so spot on. And I wish more, and that's the problem with, today's generation, or this generation, is that it's like either their opinion or you're wrong. Their opinion is the only right opinion. And you see that a lot on social media. You see that a lot on YouTube. I definitely see it a lot on Twitter, I can tell you that much. Like, if you don't agree with some, like, for example, I'm going to be political for a second here. For example, I don't agree with what Trump says, and I'm a libertarian. I vote Republican mostly, but I don't agree with what Trump says sometimes. When I say that, something like that, I get called a liberal. I get called a sellout. It's fucking stupid. But if if you disagree with a liberal, though, they'll do the same thing. They'll call you a fascist. They'll call you racist. They'll call you sexist. They'll call you homophobic. It's just fucking ridiculous. But my point being, this is why what Heist says here is just so fucking true, and it is so important. Okay, anime, you fucked this up. I wasn't gonna mention this shit, but I have to. Kaga was supposed to have switched rooms by this point. He wasn't supposed to be there anymore. So, what the fuck, anime? Why did you do this? You fucked up the canon. You did Yoshi's return wrong, too. What the shit? Okay, so, remember that spirit, that yokai that, Yoshi saw in the beginning? He was supposed to see it here. And the spirit was supposed to say, Big brother, are you looking for a place to stay? I know of a good place. Well, I also know of one. And then I returned. Then it was supposed to be, and then I returned. Let me see if this part was here, though. Hold on. Your luggage is multiplied was skipped. And also, this part was skipped. This narration should have been here. There's no fucking excuse why this narration shouldn't have been here at the very end. Which was ghosts and spirits and such. I didn't really care whether they existed or not. But now it's different. I want them to exist because they are my fun-loving friends. Why did you not have this here, anime? Seriously. This episode was okay. It was definitely a big disappointment for me. Because there should have been, it should have been a little bit different. But I'm very curious what your guys' thoughts are on this episode. Let me know in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerd Against Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerd Against Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to the Nerd Against Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerd Against Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerd Against, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!